Hello dear soulmates and fashion lovers. You're welcome to Sew with Effie. In this tutorial, I'll be teaching how to draft a basic sleeve, both for short sleeve and for long sleeve. So if that's why you're here, you are in the right place. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for checking back. And if you're here for the first time, just know that you're always welcome here. Here on this channel, I post sewing techniques and well-detailed step-by-step tutorials on how to sew with both freehand and pattern drafting. Do well to subscribe and turn on notification and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Without wasting much time, let's dive into the video. I'm placing my pattern paper on fold because that's how it needs to be when drafting a basic sleeve. So you place your pattern paper on fold, okay? So the first thing I would usually do is to draw a margin. So this time around, I'm just going to draw the margin up on the upper part of the pattern paper and label it as shoulder length. So for this sleeve, for our basic sleeve, what we need is the cap height, the bust. We need the bust because we need it to get, we have to divide the bust in order to get the cap height. So we need the shoulder to elbow measurements, the round elbow measurements, the shoulder to wrist measurement, which is 21 point. The round wrist measurement are 6.5, but we are not using this particular measurement in this pattern because we are not making a shirt and our sleeve is not. We only use this particular round wrist when you're making a long sleeve with net. You know, net is stretchy, or when you're making a long sleeve shirt, because shirt is going to have, you know, the placket and the buttons, so you can actually open it and insert your hand into it. So for this particular measurement, if you're sewing a long sleeve that is not shirt and is not a stretchy fabric, it's best to use your round palm. So this is how to measure your round palm, because that when you use your round palm is actually going to fit into your hand and still not be oversized at the wrist area. So now we're going to go ahead to get our cap height, and in order to get our cap height, we're going to divide our bust. Yeah, bust is 38. This is actually the standard formula for getting your cap height. So just use your bust divided by 12 plus 1. So for me, I got 4.16. So I'm going to put that 4.16 down, like down on the length side. 4. So I'm just going to mark that particular point down and take it all the way. Then draw a straight line to connect the line and label it accordingly as our cap height. So next, we're going to go ahead to get our cap width. You know, we've gotten the cap height, that's like the length. So we're going to go ahead to get the width. And to get the width, we're still going to use the standard formula for getting the width by dividing our bust by 6 plus 1.5. So you divide your bust by 6 plus 1.5. So it gave me 7.8. So can you see? If you want a tutorial on how to read tape, just let me know. I'm going to make a tutorial. So now I'll go ahead to place that 7.8 across the cap height. That's the cap width. So I'll place it there and mark it. So after getting our cap width points, now you're going to draw a straight line in a diagonal way, connecting it to the shoulder point. Can you see the way I drew that line? I drew it from the shoulder point down to the cap width. So now we're going to go ahead to divide that line that we just drew. We'll go ahead to divide it by 2. So you can bend your tape or you just do division. So I got 9. So I divided 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. So that's why I marked on 4.5. Or you can just bend your tape if you did not get a round figure and mark. So after doing that, on that point now, that divided by 2 points, we're going to go down from the line by 0.5. Please just pay rapt attention. This place is a little bit tricky. You go down by 0.5 and you go up by 0.5. On that point, that midpoint now, we'll go up by 0.5 and we'll go down by 0.5. You just go up and mark 0.5, go down, mark 0.5 on that midpoint. So after getting that, we are going to use, with the help of our curve rule, we will rule from that shoulder point, touching that point that is at the midpoint. Yeah, can you see we are ruling twice? So the first one we touch the upper one, and the second one, the second curve rule is going to touch the down one. Do you understand? So after doing that, see the way I bent my curve the other way, you bend it and connect it to the cap width. That's on the cap height. Yeah, you bend it like so and do it for the down. We are doing it because the front and the back sleeve, they are going to be different. The front sleeve is always lower than the back sleeve. So that's why we are drawing two lines. So one is for the front, while the second one is for the down. So we'll label accordingly. The one that is up is back, while the one down is the front, because the front has to be deeper than the back. So after doing that, now we'll go ahead to measure our shoulder to elbow. Our shoulder to elbow is 12. So next we'll go ahead to impute our round elbow. Our round elbow is 12, so we divide it by 2 because our pattern paper is on fold. That is 6. I cut the paper off. It's still on fold, remember. So and label accordingly elbow. So this is all for our short sleeve. But if you want the short sleeve to not get to the elbow, which is normal, wherever you want your short sleeve to be, after measuring it on your customer's body or on yourself, you just take it from that shoulder line and take it down to the point where you want the sleeve to get to, where you want the short sleeve to get to. So after doing that, now we are going to cut out our pattern. So when you're cutting, you have to be careful. You have to cut for the back first. You cut for the back first, then you open up your pattern paper and cut the front. Cut for the front, because if you cut from the front straight directly, it means you have chopped out the back pattern automatically. So you just cut for the back first, then when you're done, you just open up and cut on only one side for the front and relabel. So this place that is higher is the back, and the other place that dip in a little bit is the front. So when you want to mark on your fabric, you just take it, add your allowances, ½ inch or 1 inch accordingly, and you mark out, you cut out from your fabric. So now we are heading on to drafting the long sleeve. If you've watched this tutorial up to this point and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. So now we are doing the same for our long sleeve. Going to get the cap height, the cap width, draw a diagonal straight line connecting the cap width to the shoulder point, and divide that line that you draw into 2. Then you go up by 0.5 and you come down by 0.5 as well. Then after that, you get your curve ruler, you connect to the upper part and draw for the armhole like so. Then you go ahead to do the second one, that is the down part of the sleeve, and connect back to the cap height also, just the way I'm doing it, because the front and the back sleeve are not on the same, they are not, like the front sleeve actually dips in a bit more than the back sleeve. So that's why we are doing it this way, in order to give it accurate fit. So after doing that, we get our shoulder to elbow, which is 12, shoulder to elbow, then shoulder to wrist. Our shoulder to wrist is 21.5, so we're going to take 21.5 down. Then after doing that, to connect the lines together. After connecting the lines, we are labeling accordingly. Then the next thing to do now is to take our round elbow. My round elbow is 12, so I'm going to mark 12 divided by 2, because our sleeve has two sides. The pattern is on fold, so 12 divided by 2 is 6. Then our round palm divided by 2 is 4.125. So I just marked it. We're using our round palm on the wrist, not our round wrist, because we are making just a long sleeve. It's not a shirt, and it's not with a stretchy fabric. So after doing that, we're going to cut it out. Remember, we are cutting out the whole of the sleeve first, including the back. We are cutting out from the back. You label them front and back. You cut from the back first. So after cutting it this way, you're cutting your sleeve, then you open up the pattern. Remember, the pattern is on fold. It should always be on fold when you're drafting. Then now you can now cut out for the front and make this other side the back and label accordingly. So here we have it. We are done drafting our sleeve pattern. But if you're making a 3/4, like your sleeve, you don't want your sleeve to get to your wrist. For example, if that's the style, you just measure from your shoulder and just know that it's after the elbow before the wrist. But if you have the measurements, measure from your shoulder down to where you want it to get to. And cut is that easy. But if you're making a shirt or a long sleeve with net or stretchy fabric, all you have to do is divide your round wrist. You're going to use your round wrist this time around, divided by 2. So my round wrist is 6.5 divided by 2, which give me 3.25. I'll place it there like so and mark it. The same way you do it, you just mark it, then connect it to the elbow, and that is it. That is how you get your long sleeve for a shirt or a stretchy fabric. I'm sure you found this video helpful. Do well to check out my other videos and helpful tutorials too. Drop your thoughts in the comment section on any style you want me to make a tutorial on. I'll be in the comment section waiting. Okay, until next time, stay blessed. Bye.